In today's video, I'm going to give you 3 tips to help you supercharge your snowblower. And this is important because if your machine's not working at its best, it's going to be harder to operate, it's going to clog more often, and it's going to really be miserable when the snow's coming down. Now here in New England, we know all about snow removal, and these are going to make a real difference for you. They're easy and they're even free to do. So watch this video and I'll take you through these simple steps to make sure that your snowblower is performing at its best. Now, if you ignore this tip, your machine is never going to work correctly, and that involves making sure that your snowblower is level. Now, this sounds complicated, but it's easy to do, and to check it, all you've got to do is get behind your machine, grab the handles, and rock the machine back and forth from side to side. Now, as I'm doing it here, you can see that the machine is leaning more to one side than the other. And this is a lot more serious than it looks because if you don't correct this, it's going to wear the machine out very quickly. Now as I step back and look at both tires, they look okay. But as I zoom in a bit here, you can see that one of the tires is low on air. But it's worse than that because as I check it, there's almost no air at all. Snowblower tires don't always look flat, and this is a real problem. Just grab your tire gauge and inflate the tires so that they both match. That's the key to getting the machine level. Now most snowblower tires get inflated between 17 and 20 psi. And once you've done that, look at the machine when we do the rock test. It doesn't move at all. Our next tip for performance is around the snowblower's shoes. Now you're going to have one of these on each side of the machine. Now these are going to wear out and they can become damaged very easily. Now this one's in really great shape. Now on the opposite side here, this one is not looking good at all. I've got a big chip out of it, but it's worse than that because this shoe is paper thin. And the reason this happened was because that tire was low and it wore out the shoe very quickly. But it's an easy fix and the secret involves making one adjustment. So take a 2x4 and set it under the machine just like this. Now you're going to take your ratchet and you're going to loosen the shoe completely. Now for this damaged one, you want to take the bolts off all the way. And when it's done, this shoe's secret is that you can actually reverse it and get twice the life. So flip it over to the thick side and you can put that facing down. And now this shoe's ready to double its life, but don't tighten it all the way yet. You want to keep it loose just like I'm showing. And now we want to go to the opposite side of the machine and loosen the other shoe. Now the reason we're doing this is because we want to set one more thing in the machine correctly, and that involves just using 2 quarters like I'm showing you here. You're going to take these quarters, stack them up together, put them in the middle of the machine just like this. Now that you've taken your 2x4 out, you're going to actually set the machine down on these 2 quarters. And what you're looking to do is create about 1/8 of an inch gap, just like I'm showing here. So now with that gap showing, all you've got to do is push those shoes to the ground and tighten the bolts up. I like to do this so that the machine is not just dragging on the ground. If you do this, you're going to extend the life of your machine considerably, and you're still going to clean it right down to the ground when you're removing the snow. And I've saved the best performance tip for last because that involves eliminating snow and ice clogs. If you've used a snowblower, you've had the unfortunate experience of getting the chute clogged and having to dig it out. But you can actually prevent that from happening at all. And that fix is right in your kitchen. And it involves using a cooking spray. Now I'm showing you a can of Pam here, but you can use any inexpensive cooking spray. Now they make commercial products like this Dow product, but this is expensive and essentially it's just the same thing. So what you want to do is take that can of Pam, go to your snowblower, and you want to spray a liberal coating all inside the chute and then also on the auger and all on the insides just like I'm doing here. Once this dries, it's going to create a nice slick surface that's going to help prevent ice and snow from sticking. This used to be an urban myth and even kind of a legend, but it actually does work. That's why those commercial products are available. So just grab this can and coat your machine and you'll have a lot easier of time. And those are my 3 tips to help you supercharge your snowblower this year. Now these really work, I use them myself, and hopefully they'll make your life a little bit easier. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already for more videos coming up.